Hey guys, before I jump into the runner chaser video today, which is an awesome video, I just want you to know that I decided to extend my sale one more day. So if you watched my videos yesterday, you saw that I put all of my courses on sale for 50% off. And I'm doing this just because of current events. A lot of us have a lot more time on our hands, and it's actually a very good time to really hone in on your inner process and develop your manifesting skills. So I have about 8 or 9 courses down there, and all of them are 50% off. I just want to give that to you as my gift for just appreciating you and loving having you here as part of my community. They were on sale yesterday, but I want to extend that sale one more day. So for about 24 more hours, all my courses, the whole collection below, is 50% off. So make sure you check them out below. And now we'll dive into the video. Bye guys. Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the runner-chaser dynamic in relationships. And I think this dynamic or these particular terms are often used when speaking about twin flames, which isn't it's not a term I use very much, twin flames. However, there's a particular relationship dynamic, the runner-chaser, the pursuer-distancer dynamic. It's incredibly common in relationships. Basically, when one person chases the other and the other runs away. And so I'm gonna talk about this dynamic in this video, and I'm going to talk about the deepest essence of what's happening in this type of relationship dynamic and how to stop this type of relationship dynamic, because it's usually very painful. Before I jump into the video, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I would love to have you. And also know that I offer one-on-one sessions. There's a link for my sessions below. I'll link my sessions up there as well. And there's links to all of my self-study manifesting courses below. There's tons of courses down there. The course that is most relevant to this topic is called Free Yourself. It's down there. It's for people who have a fear of abandonment, who typically engage in the type of relationship dynamic where they're being left a lot. So that might be relevant. So you can check it out down there. So let's talk about the runner-chaser dynamic. So first of all, what is it? And then I'm going to go into the deepest dynamic of what's happening in this type of relationship dynamic. And then I'm going to talk about how to fix it. So the runner-chaser dynamic it's very common. Doesn't matter what terms we use to describe it, but it's very common. Most of us know what this is like. We know what it's like to be on one of the sides of this dynamic, and some of us know what it's like to be on both sides. So essentially, it's partnering up with someone who, if you are the runner, you are someone who distances out of the relationship. When you get scared, you start leaving or withdrawing from the relationship. The chaser in the dynamic is the person who pursues the runner. So basically it's like opposite ways of dealing with fear. The runner deals with fear by withdrawing, and the chaser deals with fear by pursuing or by chasing, by going after the runner. So this is the classic dynamic. It can be called pursuer-distancer. It can be called fear of engulfment would be the runner, and the chaser's fear of abandonment. And this is like a perfect setup, and often these types of people find each other and end up being in relationships together. This is like how it goes. So what is happening on the deepest level, the deepest energetic level of this type of relationship dynamic is that, and a lot of people don't talk about it on this level, because a lot of people look at this dynamic through the lens of separation. And so they believe that the two people are separate, and therefore acting on their own accord. But through my perspective, of course, because of the way that I see the world, the way I see manifesting, what I believe and what I know for myself is that I'm in charge of creating every aspect of my reality. And so the deepest energetic level of what's happening in this type of relationship is, if you are the chaser, which I imagine most people watching my videos are going to be in that position. If you are the chaser in this type of dynamic, you are deeply resonating with the belief system that you're going to be left, that you're going to be abandoned, that love is going to leave you, that love is going to go away. You're resonating in the belief system that says love's going to take off. Okay? So if you are resonating in the belief system that love is going to leave, what's going to happen? You're going to manifest a situation over and over again where love leaves. So you're going to manifest relational dynamics where love leaves, love takes off, love goes away, love disappears. And I think a lot of people in the position of manifesting their specific person back, this is really what's going on, actually, is you, at some point, people are going to like, let me know in the comments if this resonates for you, if this is a dynamic that you have engaged in. For people who are manifesting their specific person, something happened. If this person is an ex, something happened within your relational dynamic where you started to increase your fear of being left by love, being abandoned by love, being left, being abandoned. And when that becomes a dominant experience in your inner world, it has to manifest. So the runner has to run, right? Because you're in charge of the entire relational dynamic. Again, I think people who are speaking about this type of dynamic, typically from the perspective of twin flames or maybe psychology, they're usually looking at both people through the lens of separation. And so they think that each person is acting kind of on their own accord. But again, my perspective is not that. My perspective is we are each individually entirely in charge of what unfolds in our life, and including how other people show up with us. So the reason you have been involved in runner-chaser dynamics is because you have resonated with the belief system that you're going to be left. I'm speaking to the chasers. So what do you do about this? You have to flip your belief system to, I'm not going to be left. Love would never leave me. My partner would never leave me. I'm totally secure and confident in knowing that I'm not going to be left, that I'm not going to be distanced from. You have to create that type of belief system inside of yourself to break this type of cycle. So if you're currently in a relationship and you start to feel your partner distance from you, instead of going into your mode of chasing, you have to land back in yourself and realize, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Love doesn't leave me, ever. My partner doesn't leave me, and love doesn't leave me, ever. You have to reorganize your own belief system around being left. And when you do that, when you land in the knowing that you can't ever be left, you're going to manifest that. Even the chasers, the runners, even the runners, if what I'm trying to say is, even if a runner is classically a runner, if you are landed in the knowing that you are not going to be left by love, that runner can't run, and they're going to run right back to you. So I hope all this makes sense. It's kind of I'll talk a little bit more about it in other videos at some point, but this is it's a very classic relational dynamic. And the reason it's happening is, of course, because of your own belief systems. So when you shift your belief systems to, I can't be left, love doesn't leave me, love doesn't go away, and you stop your pattern of chasing, that's another piece that you have to do. You can't be chasing them. You stop that pattern, the whole dynamic goes away. You are in charge. You can change the whole dynamic. Does not matter what the other person is doing. You have to change your inner world, and it's going to change how this all unfolds. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. This was kind of a longer video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share it below if you did, and leave a comment. Tell me what your experience with the runner-chaser dynamic. I would love to hear, and I'll see you soon. Bye.